I get this intellectually, but I do not see it in my experience. And this is a very interesting place to be because the experience is always here. Whatever is here is always here. It's just experience. There is nothing magical going on. But the mind creates this idea that I don't see it. Like, what else is here to see? It's just what is happening right now, just this. There's nothing else to see. But the mind says, I understand this intellectually. What does that even mean? To understand this intellectually. It's like having an idea of what this is, but the idea is never the actual experience, is never reality. It's just some idea about what this is. So maybe the mind doesn't understand it intellectually. It just thinks it does. And then it's trying to figure out how this experience is fitting to this imagination of what this is. What does that even mean? I understand this intellectually. Life, the universe, the cosmic laws. I don't know how this is. The separate self. I understand this intellectually. There is no separate self. But I don't see this in experience. Come on, but what is an experience? What actually is an experience? It's just what's happening now. These sounds, sensations, smell, can smell the lilies. There's this moment here. There's being here. And when you just stop and look, there's nothing to understand here. So it's so easy to get trapped in these ideas that there is something to get or something to understand or something to see through. But the illusion is that there is something when in experience, there's nothing like it. So for the mind that is looking to see through self-illusion, it means like there is something to see through. There is some kind of wall or some kind of barrier or some kind of insight or some realization or event. One experience has to happen for me to be able to say, oh, now I see it in experience. But you can look in experience right now. There's no effort. It's here. And you may hear the but what about me? What about this separate individual, this person or this identity? What about me? But that is not in experience. That's conceptual. That's an idea about something that supposedly is here and supposedly is here to awaken. So the bad news is there is no I to awaken. There's no separate self that can see through the separate self. It's just this. What's already here, always been this. Experience. Knowing of experience. So the better question would be to ask, what is here minus the mind, minus the stories, minus the complaints about that I don't see it, or you should be different. What is here besides the movement of thoughts and images? Like right here, right now. Is anything missing? Does this fit the imagination? Does it need to? And to be honest, on this journey, on this seeking, finding, exploring journey, The biggest obstacle of all is expectations. And we can call expectations in different words also, like hoping or imagining what it's like. Expectation is an image in the mind that says, oh, it should be like this. Or when I see it like that, then this happens. Or then I can be free. Or then I can finally relax. It's like the mind draws an image and says, this is how it should be. And now let's fit the reality into this image and just compare it. Like, what's reality? What's the image? What's reality? What's the image? Oh, the reality doesn't fit my image. Thereof, the reality is wrong, but the image is right. Yeah, I read it. Somebody said that. This is how it should be. It doesn't fit. My experience is not like that. Thereof, my experience is wrong, but the image, the precious image, is the correct. That's what's happening. And here's a funny thing. If I say now that the search can be over right now, all this seeking, all this trying to understand can end right now. What's required is willingness to let this go, willingness and readiness to face it, that there's nothing to find other than what is always here, what is always here, it's always been here. And you may notice if there is any tension coming up with that, or fear coming up, or, oh no, there must be something. Oh no, that's nonsense. You can notice what your system is doing with this. Like, yeah, the search can end now. Like, why do you need to look for something that doesn't exist? Or why do you need to look for awakening for some imagined entity that doesn't exist? You don't. It's completely optional. It doesn't make you a better person or special one or, some higher morally or I don't know, whatever the mind is imagining that the seeking is good for. And yet, underneath all that seeking, there is longing, longing for truth, longing to know what I truly am, longing for peace, longing for love, a deep longing that is not coming from the mind, which says, I understand it intellectually. It's something so much deeper and so much more profound and true and real and vivid, and it's coming from here. And this is what brings you here, because that longing wants to be met. So let's just put the mind on the side for a little bit and just, okay, mind, let's agree. You don't know how this should be or how it will be or if it will be at all. You don't know. So yeah, let's take a little rest, a little pause, and let's take a look at the longing and see what's there. Something is calling from within, from deep, deep within, saying, follow me, take a look, meet me. And if you can meet that longing and be with it and open up to it, you might start noticing something is opening up. And some emotions may be coming up. And just check for yourself what's going on in the system right now. And there may be many things going on. It's all okay. It's all okay. Fear is here is okay. Doubt is okay. And everything's okay. And confusion is okay. Just noticing what's going on. Until you feel that longing calling somewhere. And you feel that you do not need to run away from it or hide from it or dismiss it. It's real. It's calling. Like a tiny little wave that comes in and says, follow me, follow me. And let's stay with that wave for a little bit. Follow it. Ask it, take me where you want me to go. Show me what you want me to see. I'm ready. Thank you for taking this little journey with me. And now it's time to hear from you, because we may be hearing these words over and over again from many different places, but it always comes down to an individual, and everyone's situation and everyone's mind is unique. So it's just a matter to entangle that unique knot so that whatever is always here, it becomes so obvious that there is no more question.